buy. So, and I was like, it happened like again and again to be like anything happened, I wouldn't know how, like, oh, okay, this is how you're supposed to do. So first time I got pulled over, that's like a crazy story. I was actually, my cousin, his father owns a car dealership. He bought a lot of junk cars from an auto dealer auction for like $500 or $1,000, and he wanted to sell those. And he asked me if I can help him, he can give me a share from the profit. I was like, sure, I can come take pictures and post it on Craigslist and help you out. I went there, cleaned up one car, and posted it on Craigslist, and we got one call. I was super excited. I was like, I'm gonna sell it, make some money. And he said, let's not invite them to the dealership because we have so many bad cars there. They will just think all cars are bad. So it's like, I'll give you a dealer license plate. You go pick up the car from dealership, bring it home, and then we'll show them at home, and they will see our nicer cars, and they'll think, oh, it's gonna be all right. So, I actually went to the dealership, picked up the car. I started driving it, and I realized the floor had holes in it. Like, it was all rusted out. I was like, oh shit, like this is bad. Like, I took pictures. I didn't realize at that time. I was like, all right, that's fine. I took it home. They came. People looked at it and they realized, yeah, floor is all rusted. It's a really bad car. They just left, and I started driving. I had to take the car back to the dealership and pick up my car from there. So I was like, okay, I'll just leave in like an hour or so and pick up my car. After a little bit, I started driving back to the dealership to pick up my car, and I saw a cop car right behind me with lights on, and I was like, oh, okay. So I just pulled on the side of the road, and the officer just parked his car a little bit outwards. So I thought, oh, he has to just go around me. So I was like, maybe there is not enough room for him to go around, because he didn't move at all. He was just parked there. I started driving, and then I just started driving a little bit, and he again came behind me, and his lights were still on, and I pulled over again and gave him more room, like pulled it more towards the shoulder. And again, he was parked like that. I was like, still there is not enough room. There was just one lane, so I was just not thinking or anything. I started driving again. The third time he turned on his siren. Third time he turned on his siren, and I was like, oh, this is serious. I was like, okay, I stopped, and I'm like, really, I do things without thinking a lot of times. I stopped, and I just got out of the car and started walking towards the officer. Like, and he just came out of his car, and his hands were on his gun, and he was like, get back to your car, sir. I was like, oh, what happened, man? It's cool. Just kidding. And he was like, get back in the car. He just yelled at me like a couple of times, and hands on the steering wheel and stuff. He was like super serious. I was like, okay. And I was just like, I had in the car, I was just like, with the hands on the steering wheel, I was just sitting, and he came to my window, and he's like, can I see your driver's license? I was like, can I take hands off the steering wheel? He's like, sure. I gave him my driver's license, and he asked me, why did you stop? I was like, I thought you wanted to go around or something, because that's like, I didn't know that I had to pull over. So he ran my driver's license and all that stuff, and he came back. He's like, "Sir, you know you're driving without a license plate." I was like, "I'm pretty sure I put a dealer's license plate in the windshield before I started driving." He's like, "Nope, there is nothing back there." I was like, "I'm pretty sure it's there. I can show you right now." I started to get out again, and he's like, "No, stay in your car. I'll go check." And he went back, and he's like, "Can you open your trunk? I can see if it's there." It was like a Jeep Cherokee, so it's like in the trunk. He couldn't find it, so he's like, "Okay, come out, show me." And there was no license plate. I later figured out my uncle who owned the dealership, he took it out of the car because he was paranoid about losing those dealer plates, and he didn't know what was gonna happen to the car. So that was my story. Thank you guys.